breaking it all down. My goodness, I believe we just saw a qualifying run there, Reese, from Pablo and Swag. I mean, goodness, I say this literally every time. I feel like a broken record. I'm trying to find ways to change how I say this, but it always comes down to game number 6, right? Is always in that final game where just for some duos, they know this is it. Like, if I want to make it in the finals and I want people to respect us as a duo, we need to show up right now. And for Pablo and Swag, that's exactly what they put on full display for us today.
Yeah, we'll see once we get the qualified teams, we'll let you know exactly what actually ended up happening, who ended up doing what, but they absolutely fragged out. This is the second game they've managed to frag out. They got 9 eliminations total. Using that Spider-Man's web shooter to go up for height, you know when you're in this situation, when it is the final game of the tournament, you need to qualify. You got to make the plays that win those games, right? And they managed to pop off, like I said, with 9 eliminations at the same time. The victory royale, a huge game for them. You've got to think this has put them into the qualification.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a huge game, and these guys were sort of down in the dumpsters, you know. They were contested all day together by Lazen, and you know, they did win out the majority of the time, and the last game to do it, man, you gotta have veins of ice. That is ridiculous. But another team that I want to mention as well, unfortunately this game we saw Thomas and Payson going down very early on. You know, they're just not themselves today, unfortunately. I mean, if we're taking a look at the statistics, Thomas and Payson, the lowest average eliminations in the top 20 before this game. And, you know, for them, you know, absolute frag-heavy duo, some of the best fighters in the game. Thomas HG's incredible aim we saw there in the mid-game. I don't know what this guy is on, but that AR tracking was ridiculous. And not getting enough eliminations today is just, you know, that's the bane of them.
Yeah, I mean, quite literally 0 this game, as we mentioned, right at the end, trying to do their best. This game, they were repeatedly, you could just see every single time they're looking back, they're looking up, right? Their focus is up onto the high ground. They were almost tunnel visioned on that, and in the last 2 games in particular, that was what obviously was their downfall. So I don't think that they will have qualified when you end up looking at the full teams who have, but I'm excited to see the guys who have.
Well, let's take a look. This is it. We're going to see the standings. Remember, top 8 auto-qualify, and we'll go right into finals. Everyone else will have to play for qualifier number 2. We take a look. Badil and Reason do squeak by. Look at the tiebreaker there, right? That victory royale making the difference. Refs Guard and Scram. Now, don't forget, they still earn series points, and coming in 9th is essentially like a first place when you kind of think about it in the grand scheme of things. So coming into next qualifier, they're going to be looking very strong. But Reese, you kind of talked about it before going into this game. Rifle and Marine, they just were doing so well all 6 games, and now kind of going into finals saying like, look, across these games we held #1 spot. You don't want to land near us. You don't want to go head-to-head with us. If we end up going toe-to-toe, we will walk away the winners.
No, they got off spawn every single game, and we saw the confidence in them going for high ground in that final game. They were unbelievably happy with it. Like, they knew they went, like, they were going for that first place tournament slot with that high ground retake, and obviously they ended up in 3rd there. 2nd, Hen and Queasy absolutely popping off as well. I'm sure they will be absolutely ecstatic about that. Congratulations to all top 8 teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna hurt a little bit there for the 9th place team. I mean, it is basically guaranteed to make yourself towards semifinals and the heats, but getting that finals in this is just so easy. All of that pressure is unloaded on you, and unfortunately just not making it there for those guys. But another duo I want to mention is Raze and Phoenix. I mean, these guys I think are very unknown. They haven't had many final performances, and if they did make finals, they sort of struggled in them. But you know, the absolute aggression coming out of them, I know that personally how aggressive these guys are, because I know they're banned from every single practice server because of that aggression. But you know, that's good enough for a finals lobby, so it's good enough for here.
There you go, and Pablo and Swag did make it in that 7th place, right? So once again, it just comes down to that last game, man. Sometimes these duos, they just know it's time to put our foot on the gas. We want to qualify, and we fail. You do love to see it. Before we say goodbye, let's take a quick little peek here at our predictions, see how we did overall. You know, sometimes we just do really well. You know, sometimes, man, we do well. Sometimes we don't, Reese.
I mean, you were in 12th. Like, Aqua North 12th, not bad. I'll take the 2nd for myself. You know, it's a little bit lower than the standing I would normally go for. But you know what? It's day 1. I'm feeling rusty.
Yeah, I mean, Cammy and Teak, they were so close, and I know I'm mentioning that again, but they were so consistent today, but those last 2 games just not picking it up. Obviously getting pushed over by tripping from Coney Crossroads as well. Just an unfortunate, but they did make it to the final, so that's good enough for me.
Yeah, and of course, obviously Shy on Levin going with Tayson and Tom's HD. A strong pick. We have talked a couple times about them in those last 2 games in particular. And honestly, for like Tayson, I am not surprised. Like, I kind of said this at the top of the show, like, these guys show up when it matters, right? With semifinals to qualify to finals as well. Historically, in some of these seasons, like, Tayson has not been great when it comes to the qualifiers. Chapter 2, Season 7 was a particular great example when then they came into the semifinals, absolutely destroyed, winning 2 to 6 games from the biggest performances that we've ever seen, and then went on to place 3rd in the finals. So right now, like, just because they've not managed to do super well and qualify through in qualifier number 1 does not mean we're not going to see something dominant when it comes to the end.
And it usually pertains, I think, to draw spot as well. I mean, these guys, they always contest the biggest and the best draw spots on the map. And today it was Covert Canyon, but with this many teams landing there, it's a little bit tough to alpha those draw spots. And that's basically the name of the game for Tayson. He cares about that drop because he doesn't care about heats. He doesn't care about qualifying to the finals because he's that confident. He knows he's going to make it there regardless because he's the absolute best sometimes. And all he cares about is just getting that draw spot on Conf Grand Finals. And, you know, it's going to work out in the end, hopefully for him.
I mean, hopefully, right? I mean, I think there's still quite a bit of names that we didn't even see participate today, right? People that did not even make it into round number 3, and now that we've kind of pulled 8 away from the pool, we've said, okay, you guys have earned yourselves a spot on the bus to finals. That means the next qualifier 2 on Sunday, don't forget, we might have a different subset of players. We might have players like the team that came in 9th. They might come right back, right? Refsguard and Scram, they missed that qual, but they might come back and say, like, okay, we're here now, and that top 8 ain't here no more. We're free to kind of operate. That this also means new POIs are open up, drop spots are open up. There's still so much more that can unfold over 2 qualifiers, and of course we just can't forget semifinals the week after that. So there's still quite a bit to play for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually think, just quietly going back for a second there, you know, we're talking about teams who should worry about that drop spot. Joe and Vino, so we saw the battle going back and forth between Droplands. They ended up placing 15th, and in that final game, we saw that they could have almost had a run at it, but they also went down 15th in the match. So 15th in the match, 15th over on the leaderboard. They're contesting off spawn, and if that, again, they're uncontested in that qualifier 2 on Sunday, and they managed to make it through to the finals. It's like, now you've got a battle on your hands that's going week after week, and again, that drop spot may not be secure for the finals.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of contested spots as well, I mean, DKS and Bad Cypher coming out of triple contested tilted towers. I mean, this is probably Benji and Savage's worst nightmare, to have a team that contests you and that you've been fighting for the entire season, already guaranteed the slot in the finals. That's going to hurt a little bit. So, I mean, maybe we'll see some spice in this next week, and we'll see some other teams in tilted qualify as well, but for sure it's going to be contested in finals 100%.
Absolutely. There's still so much untapped potential as well here in Chapter 3 Season 1, right? I still think there's so much that we have yet to discover, and a lot of there's things that these duels are kind of keeping up their sleeve, right? They're waiting to say there's strategies, things we have to implement, but we want to wait until semifinals. We want to wait until either that or finals until we start breaking out some of these very secret little strategies they may have. Before we say goodbye, let's take a look at our broadcast schedule. If you enjoyed what you saw today, don't forget, we have other regions as well. NA East, NA West, later on in the day. Today specifically, remember, we're not back tomorrow, but we're back on Sunday, February 20th. A similar time, rather, not the same time, a little bit earlier on in the day for some of you. And then, of course, next weekend, you've got semifinals. That'll be 3 straight days of Fortnite action, all culminating in the following week after that. 2 weeks from today, March 5th and 6th, we'll have the finals. Acts of Champions on the line, $1.3 million here in Europe. So make sure you stick around, because it's gonna be crazy FNCS, to say the least. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Don't forget, NA East will be up later on in the day. Different crew, so make sure you guys stop by, say hello to them, and cheer on some of your favorite players. Legends Landing. We'll see you guys on Sunday. And as always, we'll see all of you up on that battle bus.
Bye.
okay. It intrudes your bed. No, the bed alarm. Hey, it's not my bed. It's not my bed. Wait. No. Hey. He destroyed the bed. Oh my goodness. No, hey, he's taking my loot too. Get over here. Get over here. No, no, bro. Get out of here, dude. What are you doing? What, they were cheering him on? Get it, man. Like, why are you cheering him on? Why? Man, you guys are cheering for the wrong guy. They want to do that. I don't know. Come on. Bad words, bad words, bad words. Why did you spam me this? Okay, where do we stack up? We have the max damage and max armor protection. So I think we're able to save break that level. The pearls. Okay, we got 3 ducks. Okay, I'll break 3 ducks. Who cares? Pretty good. And then I'll also want an axe. Get a diamond axe. Instantly break his bed. And then wait, there we go. There we go. Alright, yeah, I'm done with this guy. I am not gonna play any more games. Yes. We are going straight to bed right now. Yeah, I'm holding my big cockroach. Wait, go for it. Hey, he's right there. Hey. No. Come on. Finish again. Save me. There. Yes. Oh, we didn't get him out. Okay, let's go. Ouch. Ouch. That hurt. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I have a... Oh! Ooh, that's not the plan. That's not the plan. That's not the plan, guys. I did not mean to fall off. That's fine. That'll work. We're at his base. Wait. Okay, that's good. I want to go over here. This is my plan, guys. We're gonna get some ducks. Oh, he's not even... Why is he at mid? I'm about to get his bed. I'm about to get his bed. Yeah, come on, ducks. Get him. He's right here. I want the ducks to kill them, though. I want the ducks to kill them. Alright, ducks. Where are they? Where'd they go? They're right here. Okay, come on. Oh, hey! Ouch! Ouch! Yeah, ducks. Get him, ducks. Get him. Yeah! Yeah! There we won. Alright, that's now. Time for the bed. Fire bed. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, there we go. Alright, the bed's gone. And now we need to get, come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, he fell. We won. Let's go. Easy. Trash. Bad words. Back with another video, and we have so many fans around me. Oh my goodness, this is great. Oh man, alright. Oh, we have to go there. We got some ladies over here. Oh, Maddie Klein is the best. It can beat everyone. Maddie, what? That was Maddie brother name. Digito, join the best clan. LOL Digito. No thanks. I want to join the Fatty clan. Well, okay, fine. Girls only. Oh, okay. This guy's like, what the heck? This is really good, man. they weren't joking with this. They're about to be. Oh. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Easy. Alright, I need to get some emeralds. I know that one of them is already. Yeah, look, one of them is at mid getting the emeralds. And while I'm over here stuck trying to protect my bed. Oh my god, like this, we're just letting you live a little longer. Okay, we'll see about that. Alright, okay. I'm gonna go for this one over here. I think they have the emeralds. They have the goods. So I want to kill them real fast. Get over here. Get over here. No, they put it in the inner chest. Get out! Did I get anything? I didn't get anything. But I have a diamond sword now, which is good.
Oh, it's
There's one at mid trying to get emeralds. Yeah. Okay, I'll take those emeralds for sure. Why you touching me? I got a diamond sword. So easy. Alright, so basically all I need is kind of the armor. Should be fine. How does he have diamond sword? It's called Barbarian Kit. I guess they don't know about that. Alright, come over here. I see another one right here, and I want to kill them. Then I get over here. Hacking LOL? Who's hacking me? Why would I ever be hacking? Get over here. Yes, easy. Alright, look, we're already almost halfway for the rage plate. Imagine hacking LOL, he's hacking, I know, it's lag, we must kill him. Well, if I'm hacking, how are you gonna kill me? I'm not hacking, by the way, I'm not. Everyone just says that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put an L at mid. Kind of toxic. There you go. An L for loser. Yeah, that L's for you, kid. Bruh, you're the L. They saw the L at mid. Okay, was it right here? Hey, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Come on, give me a rage plate. Give it to me. Oh, we're so close to it. Wait, they're rushing my base. Can I get there in time? Oh, they're running back. Oh, they're rushing me. Give me the rage blade. Let's go. Oh my goodness, they're not gonna stand a chance. Let's torture him more. He's hacking. We must kill him. Alright then. With that already said, I got myself some diamond armor. So now I'm kind of hard to defeat now. I'm gonna rule this thing. Hey, why you building up? Scared? Oh, they went for our base. Oh, okay. Hit y'all really fast. One more hit. There you go. Easy. Yeah, I'm kind of unstoppable. You can't tell. I'm really overpowered. Okay, let's take some diamonds. I need diamonds so I can get even more damage. Hey, yo! Get out of my base! Hey, get out of here. No. Get out. No. Don't go there. Don't take my emeralds. Okay, get back here. Get back.